Alrighty, so there's been a bunch of mass shootings in America, and a bunch of top, politicians are blaming video games for causing the violence, despite studies saying otherwise. But when asked if it's a gun issue, the politicians basically avoid the question. Do you think video games are the cause of gun violence?
I do not really think video games are the cause of gun violence, Mr. Slayer, because it is not just video games that are violent and stuff. There's also like R-rated movies out there, and even then, somebody's not going to watch a movie or play GTA and go like, I wanna shoot people. They have to have some sort of issue or something that would drive them to have such a horrible intention, my brother. It's gonna take more than just a video game.
Why do you think mass shootings are so frequent only in America?
I do not know, my brother. America is just one of those countries that is bombarded with crazy stuff.
Oh yes, I definitely agree with that. Ever since
Florida, man.
oh yeah, Florida. Oh man, Florida man. We've actually had a lot of interview questions about Florida man. He never fails. That's for sure.
Yes.
What do you call it? Uh, let's say if they were to ban guns in America, do you think they would actually work to curb gun violence?
Well, you see, my brother, if they ban guns in America, then people are going to turn to like the black market where they can get all these military guns illegally, and I think it would cause a lot of uproar from gun owners and stuff, and it'd make people more angry. I don't know if it would help with people getting shot or anything, but if we don't have guns, then, we're just gonna switch to knives.
Yeah, they have a big problem with that in Europe. Everybody switched to knives for some reason. But you can't kill as many people as fast, but there was actually a recent one where some guy killed a dude and stabbed 9 people before he either got arrested. I'm not sure exactly what was the ending of that story, but yeah, they switched right to knives, which is kind of weird. I mean, not weird, but I guess if somebody wants to kill somebody, they'll find some way.
Yes, here in Uganda, we just have spears.
And also Ebola. Ebola cola.
Ebola Cola, very good beverage, not sponsored.
So if let's say you could ban one video game for whatever reason, which video game would you choose and why?
I don't know, there's so many good video games that I like to play. I don't know if I had to ban one. It'd probably be like one of those mobile games that try to pull you in with their really cool advertisements but end up having nothing to do with the actual game. It's basically ripping you off. I would ban those.
That reminds me of what is it? Have you heard of Forge of Empires?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Those commercials are so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would definitely ban those too. Alright, so on to the next one. Walmart. So there was the mass shooting in Walmart, which is what sparked the gun debate again, because that was one of the biggest mass shootings in America so far. Or what do you call it? So they're gonna still sell guns, but when it comes to violent video games, they're gonna not advertise them and they're gonna remove them from the signs and displays. So why do you think Walmart will still sell the guns that actually kill people, but not the video games?
Because the guns are worth more money.
That is definitely true. I didn't even think of that.
Yes, my brother, it doesn't matter. They don't care if people lose their lives, they just care about the income it brings them.
Yeah, because Walmart, you gotta get those everyday savings on your bullets.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know though if they'll have any more rollbacks though on guns. But will this make Walmart like? Do you think this decision is a good idea? And will this make Walmart any safer because they just want to keep selling guns?
It's not going to do anything, my brother. If they keep selling the guns, then people are still going to buy the guns and shoot them. It's not like taking down a sign that advertises the new Call of Duty is going to change how people use the weapons that they purchase.
That is definitely true. And speaking of repercussions of gaming in general and video game violence, there's one example where basically, have you heard of Apex Legends?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. It was supposed to be the Fortnite killer, but failed.
That is true. But anyways, they were gonna have on ESPN, the sports network. For some reason they've been getting into esports lately. So in light of the mass shootings on ESPN, they canceled one of the major Apex Legend tournaments that was going to be broadcast all over the world or wherever on whoever can watch ESPN. So why do you think they're going to deprive? Why do people or politicians or the general society, I guess society in general, why do you think they deprive gamers of events like this when there's no evidence of video games causing violence?
Because they think that video games and stuff are like they think the games are the to blame for this kind of stuff, and if they don't like being told that they're wrong, my brother. They're the types of people that stick to one viewpoint. You see, it doesn't necessarily mean a video game is, causing them to have the violent intentions. If they have, like, I don't know, illnesses or problems with their family or traumatizing life, they could be driven to do this kind of stuff. It's not the games. Like my sister Bubbles, she likes to play the Call of Duty a lot, and she is the sweetest little sugar cube in all of Uganda. But to ban it from like the broadcasting and stuff, that is just going to make more people upset, my brother.
Oh yes, yes, yes. So I guess my final question for today is basically, wait, I don't even have a last question. Holy crap! Yeah, this interview was actually planned. I mean, these questions were planned a long, long time ago, but they did have a mass shooting in Texas recently. Do you think there will be any changes to the gun laws because of every single weekend it seems like there's some type of mass shooting?
I don't know. It will probably end up being like a few tweaks here and there, but it's not really going to do much, to be perfectly honest, my brother. People will do what they want to do, and if they have to resort to other means of doing it, then they're going to find a way.
Yes, we could also agree that it's not the way.
No, 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 that is not the way. You have to respect and love your brothers and sisters. That is the only way you can achieve happiness, my brother. Do not kill your fellow brothers.
That is definitely true. I wish the world would know that a little bit better, but unfortunately, it just takes one rotten apple to ruin the batch.
Exactly, my brother. It is very sad. One man ruins it for everybody.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Well, hopefully it doesn't. It seems to have died down a little bit, the video game controversy. So hopefully we won't see any blaming, I guess. But they usually blame young people when the mass shooter's usually young. Then they start to blame the video games. Because I know the most recent shooting in Texas, where the guy killed about 7 people. What do you call it? I think he was like a 30-year-old man. So for some reason they didn't go straight to the video games.
Yes, they think that the new generation is becoming. It's because of the video game conspiracy. These new generations are playing the video games, and it's not the old generation playing the games, it's the new ones. So they blame the games on the younger people's mistakes without actually doing any research. It's like, oh, this guy who shot up that school has a Rockstar Games account. Oh, we got a story, boys. He's been playing them GTO games.
That's definitely true. That's probably the first thing they look for too. The FBI, they bust into their house and they're like, oh, what games is he playing? That Steam account
Exactly.
Steam account's like a treasure trove.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I appreciate your taking your time for this interview. I know it's your first one, so I thank you for
Yes,
taking out your
yes,
time.
yes.
Alright, so I guess we should head back to regular Uganda.